Good morning, 6th class. Today our chapter is number 7 and name of the chapter is Getting to Know Plants. Total 6 topics are there and we have already completed up to 7.2 stem, and today is the turn of 7.3 leaf, 7.4 root also. So here is our topic first, 2.3 leaf. Just look here the diagram, okay? Which part of plant you are observing here? This one is leaf, correct, you are. So here we have this leaf and here the live one, right? So this green structure is known as lamina, right? And then the part of leaf, this one is the part of leaf, it is connected with the stem. Here it is branch, right? So the part is connected with the stem or the branch. This part of leaf is known as petiole. So here is the petiole, right? And then the stem is there. So you are now familiar with lamina. That one is the green structure, right? And petiole is the attachment. So here are the definitions. Petiole, the part of leaf attached to the stem is called petiole, and lamina, the broad green part of the leaf, is called lamina. Next we have activity number 3. In this activity what you have to do, you have to take one leaf, right, and on that leaf put one white sheet, and after putting white sheet, hold that white sheet tightly, and then with the help of pencil or any sketch pencil, right, shade it. Then after shading you will get impression of the leaf on that paper, राइट आपको उस पेपर पर लीफ का इम्प्रेशन देखने को मिलेगा, एंड द सेम इम्प्रेशन मीन्स द होल लीफ यू आर ऑब्जर्विंग ऑन द शीट, right? This topic is more or less matching with your drawing class also. So here we have already done, just here we have already completed this impression. You are observing, just observe this carefully, right? After making impression, here is the diagram. So you are observing this impression. This one is petiole, and here the middle line is known as midrib, and here the lines attached with the midrib, these are known as veins. Have a look, right? So midrib you are observing, vein, and the whole structure of leaf also you are observing here. Margin of leaf you are also observing, right? The whole leaf you are observing here. So this is about the impression of leaf, and this diagram is taken, this activity is taken from your textbook, right? Figure 7.9. Then next is the related terms. First one is midrib. A prominent line in the middle of the leaf is known as midrib, and then veins, lines coming from midrib on the leaf are called veins. Then next we have about venation. So here you are observing here veins, means this arrangement of veins on the leaf, okay? Design of vein is known as venation. And there are two types of venation. Here we have, just look here, the arrangement, and this one. Okay, here veins are attached with the midrib, but here veins are not attached with the midrib, right? They are parallel to each other. So you have two categories of venation. First one is reticulate venation, this one, and this one is parallel venation. So have a look here. Venation means the design made by veins in a leaf. Veins किस तरीके से leaf पर होते हैं, उनका arrangement क्या होता है, that one is known as venation. And there are two types. First is reticulate, that means the design made by veins is net-like on both the sides of midrib, right? But if the veins design is parallel on both the sides of midrib, then it is known as parallel venation. So have a look here, what type of venation it is, right? This impression is of reticulate venation. Very good. And now we are moving the page, and I am showing you the next one. Just look here, the leaf, right? This one is midrib, and here all these lines are parallel to midrib. These veins are parallel, right? So it is, this type of venation is known as reticulate venation. Sorry, this type of venation is known as parallel venation. Then next we have activity number 4 of your textbook. Just look here, what is this? This one is leaf, okay? And you are observing a transparent polythene bag around this leaf, and it is tightened by the thread. Okay, when you keep when this plant is already present in the surrounding attached with the ground, right? Then if there is sun, then after some time, what you observe inside the polythene, there is presence of water, राइट, और वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स ऑन द पॉलीथीन. आपको वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स दिखेंगे पॉलीथीन पे. ऐसा क्यों होता है? ऐसा इसलिए होता है बिकॉज वाटर इज लॉस्ट फ्रॉम द बॉडी ऑफ प्लांट्स, राइट, एंड you are not allowing water to escape out, so water you are getting on the polythene, right? So this, when water is lost from the body of plants, it is known as transpiration. Very good. So transpiration definition is water comes out of leaves in the form of vapor by a process called transpiration, right? And in our case, when water moves from the body, right, moves out from the body, what is it called? It is known as sweat. And in case of plant, when water comes out, it is known as transpiration, right? And next one is plant release a lot of water into air through this process, right? So transpiration means loss of water, and losing water, why it is essential? In order to regulate temperature. Plants are present outside and there is sun, right? So in order to cool itself, for cooling of plants, water loss is required, right? So there must be transpiration. The next is activity number 5. Just look here. What you are observing? A green leaf. Then there is beaker. There is test tube. Inside test tube, there is presence of spirit. And inside spirit, there is presence of green leaf. Test tube. Then you have inside the test tube, once again. Inside the test tube, you have spirit. And inside spirit, what is present? Green leaf. And then in the beaker you have water, and here is the stand. This one is the lamp, right? It is burning. So this one is water. Water evaporates. Temperature of this test tube increases, right? When temperature increases, then all the green structure present in the leaf, they are released into the spirit. इसमें का सारा ग्रीन कलर किस में चला जाएगा? स्पिरिट में. Okay, at that time, what you have to do? You have to remove this test tube. Remove it, put in a watch glass, and then put some, after washing, right, put some iodine solution. There is blue black color, right, purplish color. This purple color or blue black color indicates the presence of starch. Starch is the food. So what is the function of leaf? Leaf function is to store food, right, to store starch. And if there is green color, then there is storage of food, starch, and starch gives blue black color, right? So here this figure 7.12, what does the leaf contain? Leaf contains starch, right? So next we have photosynthesis, the term, right? Photosynthesis takes place in green leaves, and for this photosynthesis they use carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll. And what they do, leaves do, they make food, right? And this process is known as photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means making. They make their food by using light. Then next topic we have 2.4, root. So just look here, the beautiful diagram here, the two familiar characters. One of them is Paheli, other one is Bujho, right? So question for you is, who do you think is watering their plants correctly? Why? Okay, both boy and girl, both are watering plants, and which one is doing the correct one? Okay, naturally the girl, not the boy. What is the reason behind this? Because she is watering on the soil, and as you know, water is absorbed by roots. Okay, and this boy is putting this Bujho is putting water on the ground, and these plants are not connected with the ground, right? On the ground soil is present, but these leaves are connected with soil, राइट? तो ये वाला जो लड़का है ये लीव्स पे दे रहा है. लीव्स पानी एब्जॉर्ब नहीं करते हैं, राइट? आपका सॉइल करता है. तो इसको प्लांट मतलब गमले के अंदर पानी देना चाहिए था, राइट? लीव्स पे पानी नहीं देना चाहिए था. दिस वन इज वेस्टेज. दिस वाटर इज नॉट यूज्ड बाय प्लांट, right? So the girl, that means Paheli is doing right way of watering is done by Paheli. Next we have activity number 6. This activity is from your textbook. Just we have plants. One plant is with roots and without roots. आप दोनों प्लांट को सनलाइट में डाल दो, थोड़े दिनों के बाद आप क्या देखेंगे? Unhealthy growth, and here there is healthy growth. So what is the reason behind this? Reason is only water, means water is absorbed by roots. Okay, so roots are root is essential for plants growth. Activity number 7. What you have to do in activity number 7? You have to take gram seeds and then maize seeds, put them in on cotton, right, and then water them regularly. After some time you will see sprouts of gram and sprouts of maize, right? So just here it is very difficult in this activity. For this activity it is very difficult you to just remove all these sprouted seeds from the cotton. हमको कॉटन में से इसको हटाने में डिफ़िकल्टी होती है, जो सीड्स हैं उसको हटाने में डिफ़िकल्टी होती है. ऐसा क्यों होता है? बिकॉज वन ऑफ द फंक्शन ऑफ रूट इज़ टू एंकर द सॉइल, एंड हियर ऑन प्लेस ऑफ सॉइल व्हाट इज़ प्रेजेंट? कॉटन. सो हियर देयर इज़ एंकरिंग ऑफ कॉटन, right? So activity number 7 tells you the second function of root anchors the plant to the soil, and activity number 6 tells you about roots absorb water and minerals from the soil. Then next we have activity number 8. What you have to fill in the blanks. Just observe these seeds. Here you are observing single seed, here you are observing single root, and here so many branches, roots, right? So this one is indicating some other type of root, and this one some other type. This is for gram and this is for maize, right? Root of gram and root of maize. One of them is tap root, other one is fibrous root. So here just we are observing activity number 9. What is it? Tap root means a single root, and many other roots are arising from this, right? And fibrous means many roots are coming from the same bunches. So if you want to draw a diagram, so about taproot is like this, right? And these are lateral roots, and fibrous is like this, many from the same origin, same base. This one is for fibrous root, and here taproot, and these are lateral roots, right? So next is about taproot. A single root coming from plant base is called taproot. Main root is called taproot, and smaller roots are called lateral roots. Then about fibrous, many roots coming from plant base is called fibrous root. Then next is about link between roots and leaves. So if the plant is having reticulate venation, that means the root it is having taproot. If there is a parallel venation, then root is fibrous, right? So this is the connection between roots and leaves. Then next is stem. Stem is like a street with two-way traffic. So here two-way traffic, you have to name the material that goes up in the stem. From roots to up part, what goes? Water. Very good. And here, and that which comes down. So from leaves to roots, what comes down? Foot. Very good. Next we have assignment number 5. This you have already completed. Number 6 assignment, again you have already completed this. So for today's work, this is assignment number 7. Table 7.2. What you have to do? Name a plant. You have to write 2 plants, type of venation, right, and types of roots they have. Clear? Complete this in your science copy. And then continuation, question number 5th, 6th, 7th and 8 of your textbook, right? Exercise all these questions, and this is the end of our today's video session. Complete this and submit in the group. Thank you.